Hey everyone, are you drowning in a sea of files called Untitled, or my personal favorite, final_v3_use this one? Well, today we're going to uncover the secrets to mastering your digital world. And trust me, this isn't just about being tidy, it's about literally reclaiming hours of your life. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button for a brand tech auth right now so you don't miss out. Let's get into it. All right, let's talk about the digital mess. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That digital space that starts off all neat and tidy and then slowly turns into an absolute disaster zone. We've all been there. It feels like this huge, universal problem, but you know what? The solution is actually surprisingly simple. Today, we're going to tame that digital chaos and get you back in control. Oh man, this comic, I think every single one of us has felt this exact moment of panic. That cold sweat when you're looking at your own documents folder, or maybe you've accidentally peeked at a coworker's. It just captures that feeling of digital dread perfectly. And you know why it's so funny? Because it's so painfully true. So let me ask you, does this look familiar? Does that feeling of just digital chaos hit a little too close to home for you? It's that sinking feeling, isn't it? When you just know the file you need is somewhere in there, but you have absolutely no idea where to even begin looking. It's the worst. Where did that file go? Wait, is this the right version? What on earth is in document 1? And of course, the classic, what does final_v2_use this one.docx even mean? I mean, come on, these questions are basically the anthem of lost productivity. Every single minute you waste hunting for a file or trying to decode a name like that is a minute you're not actually getting real work done. It's more than just annoying, it's a massive, massive drain on your time and your energy. Okay, so how do we actually fix this mess? Well, it all starts with a simple blueprint. Think of it like building a house. You need a solid foundation, right? For our digital order, that foundation is built on just two things: a logical folder structure and a consistent naming convention. That's it. And trust me, it's way, way simpler than you might think.
So step 1, start simple. I mean, really simple. Create one single root folder for absolutely everything. That's your main digital filing cabinet. Then, inside that cabinet, you make a few big, broad folders. Think of them as the drawers: work, personal, projects, whatever makes sense for you. Now, you can totally use subfolders, but here's the golden rule. Do not go deep. 3, maybe 4 levels max. Any more than that and you're asking for trouble.
And I'm serious about that don't nest too deep rule. It's not just some good advice I'm giving you, it's a real technical limitation. If you create a folder inside another folder, you get the picture. Eventually, your own computer is going to throw its hands up and say, nope. It'll literally give you an error message. And here's the magic number you need to remember: 256. That's it. In Windows, the entire file path, from the C drive all the way to your file's name, cannot be more than 256 characters long. And that includes every single letter, every slash, every space. It adds up way faster than you'd think, which is exactly why keeping that folder structure shallow is so, so important. All right, so you've got your basic structure down. Now comes the interesting part. It's time to choose your approach. This is kind of like a fork in the road. Are you going to go with a super rigid, rule-based system where everything has a very specific home? Or are you going to go for something more flexible, a philosophy that's based on what you're actually working on right now? So let's look at the two main schools of thought here. On one side, you've got a system like Johnny Decimal. Think of it like a library's Dewey Decimal System. It's all about a fixed location. A file's number tells you exactly where it is, no questions asked. Super predictable, super rigid. Then on the other side, you've got something like the PARA method. This one is all about actionability. It organizes things based on what you're doing with them. Is it for an active project? Is it for a general area of your life? Is it a resource you refer to? Or is it old stuff for the archive? It's much more flexible, but you can see the potential issue, right? It can get a little fuzzy without some self-discipline. And this quote really gets to the core of the whole debate. A note, or indeed a file, should be as independent from location context as possible. What does that really mean? Well, think about it. The big knock against a system like Johnny Decimal is that if you move a file, its whole identity is gone because its identity was its location. The real goal, the holy grail, is to have a file where the name itself tells you everything you need to know, no matter where you find it. And that's really what the PARA method is all about. It's less of a strict set of rules and more of a philosophy, a way of thinking about your files. You just look at a file and ask a simple question. Is this for an active project with a deadline? No? Okay. Is it related to a general area of responsibility in my life? Still no? Is it just a useful resource I might need later? Or is it just old stuff that I can put in the archive? That's it. Just those 4 categories can bring a ton of clarity. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you choose Johnny Decimal or Para or something else entirely. None of it, and I mean none of it, works with this next piece. This is the secret weapon. The real key to all of this is mastering your metadata. And that sounds fancy, but it really just starts with one simple thing: having a consistent, descriptive file naming system. And this is why it matters so much. I would bet money that every single person watching this has lived through this exact comic. The desperation, the escalating chaos of trying to figure out which version is the actual final version. It's an absolute nightmare. And it's a nightmare that a simple, logical naming system can completely 100% prevent. Just look at the difference here. On the left, you have total chaos. You have no idea what's in that file, who touched it last, or if it's the right one. On the right, total clarity. Just by glancing at the file name, you know the project, you know their meeting notes, you know the exact date it was created, and you even know who made it. That is power. That's what we're aiming for. So, how do you build a great file name? The number one rule, the most important thing, is consistency. Just pick 2 to 4 key pieces of information, like say the project name, what kind of content it is, and the date. Then, and this is crucial, always put them in the same order. And here's the biggest pro tip I can give you. For dates, always use the format year-month-day. Always. Why? Because your computer's smart and it will automatically sort all of your files in perfect chronological order for you. It's like magic. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This is all great for my new files, but what about the 10 years of digital chaos I already have? Don't worry, I got you. It's time to tackle that existing mess. It's time for what I like to call the great cleanup. We're going to create a simple plan of attack so you can apply these principles and finally reclaim your hard drive. Look, this isn't just going to happen on its own. You've got to be intentional about it. The best way to think about it is like spring cleaning, but for your digital life. You have to actually schedule the time to do it, and you need to show up with a plan. And here's that plan. It's just 4 simple steps. First, and I mean this, actually open your calendar and block out some time. Second, create one folder called Archive. Take all that old, inactive stuff and just dump it in there. Don't even think about it, just get it out of the way. Third, it's time to hunt down and destroy all those duplicate files clogging things up. And finally, use your system's tools to rename files in bulk so they all match your shiny new convention. And please, please do not try to do this all by hand. That would take forever. There are tools that can save you literally hours of tedious work. If you're on Windows, check out Microsoft's Power Rename. It's free and it's incredible for renaming hundreds of files all at once. There are also tons of great duplicate file finders out there that'll scan your entire system and show you exactly what you can safely delete to free up space. So as we wrap up, I want you to remember this isn't just about cleaning up a mess you made in the past. It's about building a system that's going to last. You're actually creating a digital legacy that will serve you, your future self, for years and years to come. You're saving that person time, energy, and a whole lot of stress. And really, that's what this all boils down to. It's about being kind to your future self. Seriously, every single file you name correctly, every folder you put in the right place, it's like a little gift you're leaving for the person you'll be tomorrow, next week, or next year. You're making their life just a little bit easier. But wait, there's one last thing. And honestly, this might be the most crucial step of all. You have to document it. Just create a simple little text file, call it README, and stick it in your main root folder. In that file, just quickly explain your system. What's your folder structure? What are your rules for naming files? This one tiny document is the key to staying consistent yourself, and it's an absolute lifesaver if you ever need to share files with your team. So in the end, your digital assets, your files, they all tell a story. The real question is, what story are you going to write? Is it going to be a story of chaos and frustration, or is it going to be a story of clarity, of purpose, and of control? The choice is entirely up to you. If this helped you find a path to clarity, the best way to show your support is by subscribing to the channel at Brand Tech Auth. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.